This is my review on the Pioneer FH-X721BT. This is a Bluetooth head unit. This is your entry-level Bluetooth head unit that's a doubled-in. This is a doubled-in stereo, and it is LED. You actually have the two screens you can customize. I've got this in my Toyota Camry. For Toyota fans, I picked this Camry up for $2,500. Look at that odometer. 81,890. Had 80,000 miles when I bought it. 80,000 miles. It's a 2000 Toyota Camry. 80,000 miles. The interior, the exterior are mint. Mint. I don't even want to tell you what I had to do to get this car. This is the Pioneer FH-X721 Bluetooth. This head unit is great. I wanted a head unit that wasn't touchscreen. I've got a touchscreen in my Jeep. I just showed you. That's the other Pioneer head unit I just had a video on. I didn't want a touchscreen. I didn't want to invest, $300 some odd in a head unit into a car that I spent, $2,500 on. This car, I love this car, by the way. This head unit's phenomenal. It has essentially the exact same controls that one I showed you just had, except it doesn't have a touchscreen or a visual, screen. Right now I've got it on the clock. I've shut it off. I got a clock on the car here, but it has, radio. It's got Ipod. It's got Bluetooth. It's got Pandora. It's got everything that you would want in a stereo, as well as the phone hookup. I've got the microphone connected underneath the visor, or the ashtray here. There's a little corner piece here where I got it angled, and it worked very well for me. Again, Pioneer does a fantastic run with the Bluetooth sound coming from their microphones. They do it right. If you're looking for a head unit that knows how to do Bluetooth, I'm telling you, Pandora or a Pioneer is, in other words, the shit. It's the shit, guys. It works. I've used it in 3 head units in 3 different cars. In every car I've ever had, they said it sounded fantastic. Let's go ahead and go through some of these these sources here. Let's go right to radio. I've got it on this station. There's your volume right there. Big center knob. Center knob is also pushable, and there's a lot of the menu functions in it as well. Here's your search, your back. Here's your band. You want to pick FM. You got 3 FM presets, which are right here, 1 through 6. These light up, by the way, which are really cool. As far as the screen, you've got 2 different levels. Now, this right here, you can customize. See how it says radio? You can have it say what the input is. You can have it say, like, for example, when I show you my iPod, it's going to say iPod. You can have it show the time all the time. You can have it show a little EQ where it's bouncing up and down with the song. You can customize that little bottom row, which is really cool. I've got it on this radio here because it looks really cool to me. You can adjust that. You can adjust it to whatever you want. You can have it show nothing if you want. But I've got it where it says radio simply because I've got a clock on the dash. Why do I want to have one on my radio as well? So let's go to the next source. This is my iPod. I just had it connected in there. Now it's going to do, all this stuff, track information. It's got some really good visual to it, and it just scrolls really fast. It's sort of a dot matrix display. It doesn't have the, the traditional LED block type, calculator font. It doesn't have that. It shows it like that, but if you can see, it's sort of dot matrix through there, and it just scrolls super, super, super fast. The responsiveness is fantastic. Now, this unit, it only has 2 inputs on it on the front. USB connects to the front as well as the aux in connects to the front. I've got my iPod right here. Usually I just throw it in the glove box and run the wire to there because I'm not looking at it. Now, the best part about this, let me get into it really quick a little, but it has multiple device Bluetooth connectivity. That means that you are able to connect 2+, I think it's 2 or more, maybe 3, devices at the same time to this unit. What that means is that you could connect your iPod in your glove box to a power port. It won't connect to your stereo, but you turn your iPod's Bluetooth on, and you turn your phone's Bluetooth on. Not only is it going to play the songs off your iPod, but it's also going to recognize that the phone is a phone, and it's going to play, you know, it's going to connect your calls. So you can listen to your iPod Bluetooth, and you can take calls in through your cell phone. This was something that was not established online, and it's kind of hard to show you because I've got like three. I'm using my tablet to record this. I got my iPad, I got my iPod, and I got my Android phone. It's very hard to do all this at once to show you, but I'm telling you, I used it before. I was able to charge my iPod in a cigarette port in the center console right here. Wasn't even connected to the radio. I was able to listen to my music, and I got a phone call and was able to talk on the phone. Just works phenomenal. It's great. It's fantastic. As we go through the sources here, let's go to the next source. Pandora. Now I tried this in my other vehicle, and the problem was my phone. My phone needs to be reset, and I'm having issues with the Pandora, but it does work. See, it's telling me to start up the app, but I have the app already on. And then when I go to close it out, apparently it just starts to load. Is it gonna? I think a lot of the issue is, like I stated in my previous video, I live in the middle of nowhere. I have very bad reception. As you can see, I've got Pandora on my phone right here. And it's not connecting because I have no signal. But Pandora Bluetooth works phenomenally. Sounds great. When you're on the road and you're sick of listening to your iPod or your phone music, and you have a Pandora account, which is free, by the way, go and sign up for Pandora, people. It's like having satellite radio. It's phenomenal. You plug it in, you charge your phone, you switch it to Pandora, and there, it's playing already. Look at that. Oh, it's playing on my phone. But let me pause this. But Pandora works phenomenally. It really just sounds great. This is the app mode. You're able to go through and play whatever is attached USB. It's a little confusing to me, but what I gather, you can play whatever is attached to the USB as an app. Or as, like if you connect your phone via USB to this unit and you're playing some app that has, music, you can play it like this. Now, I have my iPod connected to this, so it's playing the iPod like an app. It's literally allowing me to control the music through my iPod, but it's also connected here. Auxiliary is right here. I have nothing connected to that. Bluetooth audio. It may kick. Now, I have both my iPod and my phone connected to this stereo at the same time. Same time. Brand new, 2014. Multiple device connectivity in Bluetooth. It may connect one and it may connect the other. I don't know. It usually depends. It puts them in a row. If your phone comes in second, you got your iPod there and it's already connected, and you go ahead and you plug it in, and then you bring your phone in because you just started the car. It's going to do them in order, and it's going to know what's what, and it's going to know you get your calls from one and you get your music from another. And I have no service on my phone because, again, I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's your little Bluetooth icon, in case you're wondering. That'll always be lit when you have a device connected. Only shows that even if you have two or one, but it just shows that, signifying that you do have, a Bluetooth enabled unit connected to this. Go back to radio. I mean, here, listen to this. The sound that comes out of this stereo, I'm telling you, is phenomenal. And hell, it's Lionel friggin' Richie, come on. The sound is just phenomenal. I'm raving over this thing. let's go ahead and go into some of the little features this stereo has. You press this button, it gives you the home screen. This is your menu. Now you have two main menu. You got to picture this like a flow chart going down. You got system, you got mix tracks, you got function, and you got audio, illumination, and that's it. You got these top 5 things. Now, if you've seen my review on a head unit I had maybe 3 or 4 years ago on a truck I had, it's a Pioneer DEHU something. I think it's right. It's in my videos. You can check it out. Same type of idea. It's a flow chart. You scroll through one and it opens up more functions, but you got to imagine that this is your home, your home row with all these in here. There's like 5, and then this brings you up a level back to that. Let's go through system. Info display is this bottom piece right here, which is what I have. I'm just watching my car because I'm maybe running out of gas. But info display, when you click on that, it shows you what it's going to be. Remember I mentioned you can change this bottom part? You can change it from source. You can change it to the clock. You can switch it off, or you can change it to this, where it does the little thing back and forth. Or you can do the level meter, where it does the thing back and forth as well. I got it on radio. So let's back up on that. Okay. Auxiliary I have on. Bluetooth audio I have on. You can clear your Bluetooth memory and, re-add all your phones. You can check your Bluetooth version. You can update this firmware. It does have the ability to update, so never fear if there's new phones that come out. You have the ability to update these. Let me turn it down. Okay, there's your menu. System, mix tracks. Mix tracks, alright, let's go into system again. App connection set. You pick where you want the app mode to connect. USB iPhone, USB Android. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here's where you set your clock. You can pick whether you want a 12 or a 24-hour format on that clock. And we're back to info display. So let's go back up to mix tracks here. Mix tracks is where you can literally turn your device into a club. You can play your friggin' heart out with all your iPods, your songs, and it'll adjust the light of the stereo. It'll be like a club. It'll change. It'll play. I mean, it's like a party in your dashboard. It's phenomenal. I think it's cool. You can adjust the level of what you want to play it. It'll mix your songs for you at different intervals. I don't get into that too much, but you can adjust 30, 60, or 90 minutes. You can adjust the type of beat it's going to switch between. You can choose the beats per minute. You can choose all this extra stuff. And it just backed out on me. Function. Function chooses different functions, obviously, the radio. Local stations, you can choose what level you want to grab in local stations. Seek, I have it on manual, so I can manually go up, or you can switch to auto, and it'll go to the next best station. BSM is best station memory. You can go ahead and set all your presets to the best stations in your area without touching a button. And then it goes back to local. Let's go back up one. Here's audio. Here's the cool part. You've got bass boost. You can adjust your bass boost on your vehicle. High pass filter settings. If you've got a sub, you can adjust what frequency you want to pass through what. The fader, front to back, left to right. Same thing with balance, left to right, obviously. EQ settings. Now I've got this really cool graphic thing, but you are able to see that little. It shows you what you want. See, I've got flat, super bass. I customize that. You can go through and you'll see how it's highlighted right there. You can go ahead and pick which one you want. Like I want that one. See, you can drop it. Isn't that cool? Let's keep it right there. So that's where I've got that. Loudness I've got on mid. This is a mid-sized car. The sound is really good out of it. Toyota, by the way, put some real nice sound systems in their cars. But I've got the loudness on mid, and it just works well with this, setup I have. So that's audio. Back to bass boost. That's audio. Illumination. Let's go into illumination. Now, brightness, you can adjust the brightness to have it super bright. and it gets bright, I mean, check this out. I've got it, that's 9 with the lights on. I've got it synced to the headlights, so it's going to turn on, and my headlights are auto, so I can't turn it off and show you, but that's the way that works. I've got brightness there. Phone color. When you get a phone call in, you can adjust what you want the stereo to do. This is what I have it doing. You can have it do flashing, where it does this in your dashboard. You can have it flash pink and blue and white non-stop when you get a phone call. You can have it flash blue and white, which is what I have when I get a phone call. It does that. Flash 3 is red and green, all blended together. Just red, blue, green, non-stop. Probably give me a seizure. 4 is pink and blue and white, just back and forth and in and out and blah. Holy shit, look at that go. 5 is a bunch of colors. I think it's every one of them. It's just going nuts. 6 is the same deal, but just different tones. Or you can just switch it off if you want. I've got it on FX2. Okay. Illumination effects. You can turn it on or off. The best way to show you is this. I have no CD in, but that's what it does when you hit it. Let me go back into Illumination here. Color. You can pick the difference between the key color or the display color. Now the display color is all that you see here, which I have in white. The key color is what you have here in green. Now you can go ahead and pick red, green, blue, orange, blue, green. You can pick a million different colors. You can customize this unit any way you want, whether you want the screen and the buttons here to be pink and this to be purple, whatever you want. You can have it all white, you can have it all green. You can change both. Boom. There, you can change both colors if you want. I've got it on a nice green because that's what matches this Toyota's lit up interior. And I got a nice white as the background, and it makes it look just real nice. You know, when you're looking through your songs, I want a nice white on black display to really accent the stereo. And it's a great stereo. It's a fantastic stereo. Your dim settings, what you want it to do. Do you want it to sync with the headlights? Do you want it to sync at a certain time? You can do that if you want. And brightness, of course, we're back to that. And we're back to, I think we're back to system. So I think I pretty much just showed you all of these functions. This is your phone button right here. This is the last of it. Here's your phone button. This mix tracks thing right up here. This is your phone button. You can go ahead and hit this, and it shows my phone. And you can go through missed calls, dialed calls, received calls, or go through your phone book. It will sync your phone book. Here's my presets. You can do 1 through 6. And you can pick phone functions. You can do auto answer off. You can do receiver tone on. Now I've got this on. This head unit's got a really cool 1985 style office phone where it does a little ring, and it sounds really cool. I think it's pretty cool, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that is. Now we're back to auto answer off. Now, when you do get a phone call, all you have to do is hit this button, just boom, and it answers, and it shows the time and the phone call. And every minute or so, this whole head unit will dim out and dim back lit to show you that you're still on the phone. Very cool head unit from Pioneer. So far, a review, I give this baby 5 stars because it is just one of the best head units I've had. And I've had a lot of head units. I've had a lot of stereos and a lot of cars. Listen, you know, I'm a car guy. I've owned a lot of cars. I love cars. I love driving them. I love trucks, cars, Jeeps, you name it. I've owned it. I love them. There's never a bad car to me. I love vehicles. You know, and the best thing about a vehicle, the thing that makes or breaks it to me, there's 3 things. The suspension for one, the engine for the second, and third, what kind of audio system you can make this vehicle have. Because honestly, the stereo system can make or break a vehicle. If you've got a great system in there and it's the right day and you're cruising along and you've got every song at your fingertips, which is what I have right here. I have the power and the control to listen to, you know, my iPod and make phone calls like a mobile office, and it's the best head unit that, you know, aside from the one that I have over there in my Jeep. It's a fantastic head unit. And so that, I'm gonna go back to the radio here. That is the FH-X721 Bluetooth from Pioneer. Hope you enjoyed this review from Pioneer. Have a good one.